Good morning everyone. In today's class, we are going to see about the principles of zero waste management. So according to the Zero Waste Alliance, the zero waste is defined as a goal that is ethical, economical, efficient and visionary to guide people in their changing their lifestyle and practices for sustainable natural cycle, whereas all discarded materials are designed to become resources for others to use. Zero waste means designing and managing the products and processes systematically to avoid and eliminate the volume of the toxicity of waste and materials, conserve and recover all the resources, not to bury or burn them. The zero waste concept that have been developed for sustainable waste management system, including avoiding, reducing, reusing, redesigning, regenerating, recycling, repairing, remanufacturing, reselling and redistributing. So we have to think about all the R for zero waste principles. Hence, the zero waste strategy is growing popularly as best practice. To achieve zero waste city objective, 5 interconnected key principles are to be practiced simultaneously for transforming a city into zero waste city. For this, we have a short-term and long-term principles are there. So the first one is a behavior change and sustainable consumption, extended producer and consumer responsibility, 100% recycling of municipal solid waste, legislated zero landfill and incineration, 100% resource recovery from waste. Next we move on to linear metabolism. Next we move on to linear metabolism. This is otherwise called as a cradle to grave system. In linear metabolism, where the materials, energy and water are consumed as input, and after this consumption they produce solid waste, wastewater and air emission to the atmosphere. So here we take municipal solid waste as example. So somehow the municipal solid waste is generated from different sources. Even though the municipal solid waste is segregated properly and some of the biodegradable waste can be sent for composting and some can be sent for the energy recovery and some of the waste are incinerated. Still some of the waste are sent to landfill for disposal. So here we can find all the 3 states, that is soil, water, air are get polluted by the municipal solid waste management practices. Hence, we have to practice the closed loop system, that is cradle to cradle system. In this system, some of the materials are used again and again until the optimum level of consumption is attained. No materials are wasted or underused in circular system. Therefore, at the end of the life, products are reused, repaired, sold or redistributed within the system. Zero waste hierarchy. We can consider municipal solid waste to achieve zero waste. In zero waste hierarchy, we have 8 phases. One is product redesign. In this phase, the product should be redesigned as a durable, recyclable, compostable and more sustainable. Reduce emphasizes reduce the use of toxic materials, reduce the use of packaged materials and educate the people use the resources in very lesser manner. Reuse here emphasizes we have to reuse the resources as much as we can. Source separation, Once the waste is generated, the waste can be segregated according to its category. It may be a biodegradable, and the non-biodegradable matters are again categorized in hazardous, infectious, and recyclable and recoverable. Recycle dual stream recycling. In this phase, we have three types. One is material recovery facility, pay as you throw, or save money and reduce trash. So in this, the polluter may be pay according to the amount of waste is generated. So we can save our money by paying, by generating minimum number of waste, minimum amount of waste. So extended producer responsibility, it is nothing but it is the producer's responsibility should be extended after the distribution of their products. After the utilization of their products, the waste which is generated can be gathered from the consumers and can be utilized again. Composting, we have a different type of composting: in vessel composting, windrow composting, and vermicomposting. Again, we have a material recovery facility because still the waste contains some amount of recyclable material. This can be achieved by mechanical instruments. Then biological treatment, it may be a anaerobic composting or decomposting. The final one is a stabilized landfill. The stabilized landfill ensure proper landfill management by minimizing the gas production, cap landfill with permanent synthetic covers, install gas collection system in months, not in years. Maximize the gas collection, CO2 and methane utilization. So in the zero waste hierarchy, we have a structure like inverted pyramids. The waste should be minimized every step of the waste stream. Finally, the amount of waste to be sent to the stabilized landfill should be reduced, or the minimum amount of waste can be, or the inert material only can be sent to the stabilized landfill. So next one is the initiative taken to achieve zero waste. To achieve zero waste town, the cooperation and active participation is needed from each citizen, garbage collectors, public, and waste management authorities. We have to introduce a deposit system or material recovery facility for PET bottles, aluminum, and more recyclable items which is recovered from the waste. So we can keep this facility in marketplaces, bus stand, residential streets, and other commercial complexes for effective collection and recycling. So the successful zero waste management system can be possible by framing a policy by local body, and we have to encourage the research and development sectors for e-waste, hazardous waste, MRF, RDF, recycling, to develop a method to utilize the waste as a resource in small scale level with the minimum operating cost. The municipality has to make joint venture with private companies for treating the biomedical and hazardous waste, and has to make a collaboration with universities, NGOs, and other municipalities which is leading in waste management. We have to keep a public-private partnership to improve the knowledge and technology on waste management. By applying zero waste principle, the waste can be segregated at source level for proper management. For implementation of biomethanization, in-vessel composting are the best practices for biodegradable waste, and RDF is plant is the best method for non-recyclable materials. The infectious waste and the hazardous waste has to be treated separately as per the handling rules. The municipality should frame a legal guidelines for effective waste reduction and separate policies for waste handling, such as source segregation, collection, transportation, and final disposal method, in order to overcome the environment and health impacts for sustainable solid waste management. It is important to adapt 5R principle, that is rethink, reduce, reuse, recover, and recycle for effective and sustainable waste management. Zero waste model would be formulated for every town and city. This would be a clear roadmap for achieving zero waste town for a particular place. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you everyone.